Stop the presses, cancel your dinner plans. Embrace yourself because Chrisean Rock and Bino just pulled off a plot twist so messy. So jaw-dropping, it makes the Kardashians look like they're hosting a knitting club. Yes, you heard that right. The same Chrisean Rock who dragged Bino through public mud like a WWE storyline, and the same Bino who swore he was done with her chaos, are suddenly, suspiciously, possibly back together, and the internet? Completely unhinged. Fans are screaming in comment sections like it's Black Friday at Walmart. Some are crying, some are clowning, and some are making TikToks so dramatic they deserve an Oscar. The vibe isn't just confusion, it's straight up cultural meltdown. How did we get here? One minute they were fighting live on Instagram like it was pay-per-view. The next, paparazzi-style photos pop up showing them side by side, looking suspiciously cozy. Screenshots are spreading faster than bootleg Drake leaks, and everyone wants to know, is this love, is this PR, or is this the messiest situationship reunion in hip-hop history? So buckle in, because what you're about to hear makes love and hip-hop look like Sunday school. This is Chrisean Rock and Bino's reunion, and it's internet chaos at its finest. Nobody saw this one coming. Chrisean Rock and Bino reuniting. That's like Kanye and Taylor Swift suddenly dropping a collab album, or like Cardi B and Nicki Minaj hosting a brunch together. It doesn't make sense, it defies logic, and yet somehow, it's exactly the kind of chaos we should have expected from two people who treat drama like oxygen. To understand just how insane this reunion is, let's rewind the tape. These two didn't just break up quietly, they detonated their situationship in front of the entire internet like it was a Netflix finale. Remember the infamous IG lives? Chrisean screaming, Bino clapping back, fans eating popcorn in the comments like they'd pay for front row tickets. Their arguments weren't just messy, they were Shakespearean in pettiness. Romeo and Juliet. If Romeo was sliding into demons while Juliet went live to expose him. And let's not forget the toe-sucking fiasco. Yes, that nightmare-inducing scandal where Bino got exposed for allegedly letting Chrisean do something so wild that sent fans spiraling into group chat therapy sessions. That should have been the final straw, right? Wrong, with Chrisean there is no final. There's just to be continued. After the breakup, the shade got nastier. Chrisean went public calling him out, Bino's crew started whispering about her loyalty, and Cash Doll even chimed in, adding jet fuel to the fire. It was giving Jerry Springer energy, except Jerry Springer never had. Twitter threads with 50,000 likes analyzing every detail, like it was a congressional hearing. So when the reunion whispers started, nobody believed it. Fans laughed it off. No way, they said. Not after everything, and then, boom, the photos dropped. Grainy paparazzi-style shots of Chrisean and Bino looking suspiciously comfortable together. Like two people who swore they'd never speak again, but couldn't resist the gravitational pull of toxic love. Social media detonated instantly. TikTok edits popped up within minutes, slow zooms on the photos with captions like, "Me trying to understand why Chrisean went back." Twitter threads turned into digital riots. Some fans cheered, "We knew they couldn't stay away from each other," while others dragged Chrisean mercilessly, calling her the queen of toxic rebounds. And here's the kicker, the reunion didn't even need confirmation. The possibility alone was enough to crash timelines. Screenshots of them together were reposted more times than Rihanna pregnancy theories. One fan wrote, "If Chrisean and Bino are back together, then I officially give up on love." Another added, "These two are proof toxic couples live forever." The speculation fueled itself. Every vague Instagram story, every cryptic lyric snippet, every accidental like became proof. When Chrisean posted a random quote about loyalty, fans treated it like a confession. When Bino shared a clip of himself laughing, people swore it was aimed at the haters. Suddenly, the entire internet turned into detectives, magnifying screenshots like they were cracking the Zodiac cipher. But here's what makes this scandal so juicy. It isn't just about a messy couple getting back together. It's about what they represent. Chrisean Rock has built her entire brand on unpredictability. She's the internet's wild card. One second, she's dragging Blueface. The next, she's holding a baby on stage. The next, she's allegedly back with Bino. Fans don't just watch her life, they binge it. And Bino? He's playing his role perfectly. The chaotic love interest who can't stay away. No matter how messy things get, their reunion isn't just shocking, it's addictive. It's the kind of drama that makes the Kardashians look boring. The kind that makes love and hip-hop producers sit back and say, damn, why didn't we film this? And the reactions weren't just from fans. Gossip blogs went into overdrive, churning out headlines like Chrisean Rock and Bino, back together or back in trouble. Talk show hosts slipped in jokes. Even other rappers started subtweeting about toxic couples who never learn. The internet turned their situationship into a global event. Because here's the thing. Toxic love stories always pull the biggest numbers. People can't look away from chaos, especially when it's messy, dramatic, and public. And with Chrisean and Bino, every move is a headline. Every screenshot is a story, and every argument is a viral clip waiting to happen. So here we are, watching the impossible unfold, a reunion that nobody believed in, but everybody can't stop talking about. And if you think this is the peak of the drama, think again. Because when Chrisean Rock and Hood Trophy Bino get together, the chaos doesn't just restart, it multiplies. The second those reunion pictures hit the internet, it stopped being a maybe and instantly became a cultural meltdown. Forget politics, forget sports, this was the trending story. Everyone from celebrities to your auntie with 2 followers was chiming in. And the takes came faster than Chrisean goes live after an argument. First up, Blueface's name shot straight into the conversation. Fans spammed his comments demanding a reaction, and while he didn't address it directly, he posted a cryptic tweet. Some people addicted to chaos. That's not my problem no more. Translation? Shade, pure uncut shade. Screenshots of his tweets spread like wildfire, with fans arguing whether he was heartbroken, smug, or just trying to stay relevant in a storyline that clearly doesn't need him anymore. Then came the rappers, influencers, and reality stars. Boosie, because of course it was Boosie, went live, shaking his head like a disappointed uncle. Man, Chrisean back with Bino? That's like pouring gasoline on fireworks. They toxic as hell, but damn, I can't look away. Fans clipped it, remixed it, and turned it into TikTok soundbites. Within hours, Gasoline on Fireworks was trending. And let's not forget the Love and Hip Hop cast members who couldn't resist inserting themselves into the mess. One posted a meme saying, Chrisean and Bino reunion makes my baby daddy drama look like a Disney movie. Another reality star quote tweeted the photos with, she's addicted to mess. And he's addicted to her. Savage commentary disguised as sympathy. It's the reality TV playbook. The memes, though, were the true stars of the show. One viral edit had Chrisean and Bino's faces photoshopped onto the Joker and Harley Quinn, with the caption, name a more toxic duo. We'll wait. Another used the infamous SpongeBob, I'm a head out meme with fans pretending to leave the fandom. Someone even made a fake Netflix trailer titled Chrisean and Bino. The chaos continues. By the next morning, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram had turned their reunion into a meme festival that could have sold out Madison Square Garden. But the confusion didn't just live online, it spilled into fan wars. One camp was cheering. They belong together. Y'all don't get it, they're soulmates. The other camp dragged Chrisean mercilessly. Sis, you left one toxic dude just to hop back with another. The cycle is embarrassing. Comment sections looked like gladiator arenas. Fans weren't just debating, they were going to war with quote tweets, duets, and whole YouTube rants about the morality of Chrisean's love life. The theories only added fuel. Some claimed the reunion was staged PR cooked up to keep both their names trending. Others swore it was revenge, a move by Chrisean to make Blueface jealous. A third group argued it was neither, they just couldn't quit each other. Like a toxic soap opera couple written by producers who don't believe in happy endings. Meanwhile, insiders pretended to spill tea. One gossip blog claimed they never really stopped seeing each other. The breakup was for show. Another alleged they'd been caught together weeks ago but kept it quiet until the photos forced their hand. Of course, none of this could be confirmed, but since when has that stopped the internet from believing it? Even fellow celebs couldn't look away. Cardi B liked a shady tweet about toxic relationships and instantly got dragged into the discourse. Nicki Minaj fans flipped it into a whole conspiracy because the Barbs and Barty gang will turn anything into a rap Cold War. Suddenly, the Chrisean Bino saga wasn't just a couple's mess, it was a cultural crossover event. And while the celebs and trolls had their fun, the fans who genuinely care about Chrisean were devastated. Tearful TikToks flooded the app, people saying they wanted better for her, begging her to walk away, crying over her baby stuck in the middle of the circus. Some even posted long rants about breaking generational curses, while others just screamed into the void. WHY Chrisean WA? The irony? Chrisean and Bino didn't confirm or deny a damn thing. No statement, no explanation, not even a subtweet. Just silence that screamed louder than any Instagram rant ever could. And that's what made it worse. The lack of clarity turned into the perfect storm for speculation. Memes and MELTDOWN stop, because when Chrisean Rock is quiet, the world gets louder. Her silence turned the internet into a 24-hour newsroom dedicated to one question. Are they back together? Or is this the biggest troll in hip-hop history? And that's when it hit everyone, this wasn't just a reunion. This was a reboot. A brand new season of the Chrisean and Bino Chaos series, complete with all the drama, tears, laughter, and explosions you can't look away from. And if you think this is where the chaos ends, you haven't been paying attention. When the storm of memes, clapbacks, and think pieces finally started to calm, the aftermath of Chrisean Rock and Bino's shocking reunion was impossible to ignore. The internet had spent days tearing itself apart, and now everyone was asking, what does this mean for their reputations, their careers, and their already fragile public images? First, let's talk about Chrisean. For years, she's been a lightning rod for controversy, with every move analyzed like it's a Supreme Court ruling. This reunion only deepened the divide. Half her fanbase screamed loyalty, calling her a ride or die who refuses to let go of people she loves. The other half rolled their eyes, calling her the queen of toxic rebounds. Think about it, she fought tooth and nail to get out of Blueface's drama, only to waltz right back into another circus tent with Bino. To some, she looked strong. To others, she looked stuck in an endless cycle, and Bino? His brand was already shaky. He wasn't exactly known as a saint before this reunion, but now? The internet painted him as the ultimate villain, the toxic love interest who always finds his way back into the storyline. Fans joked he had frequent flyer miles for messy relationships. His critics claimed he was using Chrisean for relevance, while his supporters argued he genuinely loved her. Either way, his name was everywhere, and in today's clout economy, that's a win. But the bigger consequence was how it reshaped their narrative. The reunion blurred the line between real life and reality TV. Were they actually back together, or were they just milking attention? Fans weren't sure. The silence from both of them only added to the suspense, and that suspense kept them trending longer than some rappers' entire album cycles. And let's not ignore the collateral damage. Blueface may not have been officially part of the reunion, but his ghost lingered in every comment section. Fans dragged his name in, demanding his opinion, dissecting his cryptic tweets, even accusing him of still pulling strings behind the scenes. Suddenly, the reunion wasn't just about Chrisean and Bino, it was a triangle-shaped grenade with Blueface caught in the blast. Meanwhile, gossip blogs had a field day. Headlines screamed Chrisean back in toxic love cycle, and Bino wins Chrisean's heart again for now. Every media outlet wanted a piece of the chaos. Even mainstream talk shows slipped in jokes, treating it like the latest episode of reality TV. By the end of the week, Chrisean and Bino's reunion wasn't just gossip, it was pop culture currency. But the damage to their reputations was real. For Chrisean, critics claimed this was proof she couldn't grow, that she was addicted to chaos, that her brand would forever be tied to messy men. For Bino, the reunion solidified his image as the guy who thrives in toxicity. Together, they weren't seen as a power couple, they were branded as the Bonnie and Clyde of chaos, the Joker, and Harley Quinn of hip-hop's love stories. Yet here's the twisted beauty of it. All the controversy didn't kill them, it made them bigger. In today's culture, scandal isn't a death sentence, it's a marketing tool. Every insult, every meme, every clowning tweet only boosted their visibility. People who had no idea who Trophy Bino was suddenly knew his name. People who swore they were done with Chrisean couldn't stop refreshing her page. Their reunion wasn't just messy, it was a masterclass in staying viral. And just when people thought it was over, when they expected an official statement or some kind of resolution, nothing came. No confirmation, no denial, just silence. And that silence turned into the biggest cliffhanger of all. Because when Chrisean Rock goes quiet, the world gets louder. Every cryptic story, every blurry photo, every accidental post became proof. Was she moving in with Bino? Was he babysitting her kid? Were they secretly filming a reality show? Nobody knew, but everybody had a theory. By the end, fans realized this wasn't closure. It wasn't even clarity. It was the start of a brand new chapter in the saga of Chrisean Rock and Bino. The internet wasn't just watching their lives anymore, it was binging them like a series. And this reunion? It wasn't the finale. It was just episode 1 of the next season. Because if there's one thing we've learned about Chrisean Rock, it's this: nothing is final. Every breakup is a trailer. Every reunion is a cliffhanger. And the internet will always be there, waiting, watching, and losing its collective mind. And there you have it, the reunion nobody saw coming. The plot twist that set the internet on fire. And the chaos that proves Chrisean Rock and Hood Trophy Bino are basically the Joker and Harley Quinn of hip-hop drama. Toxic? Absolutely. Predictable? Never entertaining? Every single time. But let's be honest, you really think this is the end of the story? Please. With Chrisean Rock, there is no ending. There are only sequels, spin-offs, and cliffhangers. Today it's Bino, tomorrow it's Blueface. Next week it'll be a brand new headline that has us all glued to our screens like moths to a flame. The woman is a one-woman content machine, and we are all just subscribers to her chaos. And since you clearly can't look away from this madness, do the smart thing. Smash that like button like it just subtweeted you. Hit subscribe harder than Chrisean hits the go leave button at 3 a.m. and drop your wildest theory in the comments. Are they really back together? Or are we all just extras in the reality show they haven't announced yet? Because let's keep it real. This channel isn't just where you hear the scandals, it's where you live them. We don't sip tea, we throw the entire pot straight at the timeline. Tomorrow's mess? Already brewing. And when it drops, you better believe we'll be here first. Serving it up hotter, louder, and messier than anyone else. So don't blink, don't log off. And for the love of drama, don't miss the next one. This is Trend Tattle, where chaos is forever trending. Chaos is forever trending.